What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm gonna be teaching you Filmora in one video. So after you finish watching this, you'll be able to know everything in Filmora. So let's get right into it. So as soon as you open Filmora, it's gonna go right to your albums, and you can import a video by clicking import, choosing what type of video you want to import. You can also download from Facebook, Instagram, or Flickr, and you can also click file and you can click import media, and then you can be able to and then you can import your clips or images or anything like that. And the next thing, you can also record your own video by clicking this right here. So you can record your webcam, and you can also record the PC screen, and you can also record a voiceover. You can also record a voiceover by clicking this speech button here, and it's gonna record your voiceover. And you can also click on this one to use solid colors and gradients from Filmora's library. So they have a couple of options here, so you can choose anything you want. And they also have sample videos that you can use. So most of them are basically countdown timers. So you can make use of these if you want to. So once you import a video, it's gonna be on this album. And so you can just click on a video and put it and drag it onto the timeline, or you can just click this plus sign on the video, and it's just gonna add it to the timeline. And if you have a video that's too long for your timeline, you can go right here and you can adjust this thing right here, and it's gonna make it smaller, it's gonna make it bigger. So I'm gonna put mine right here. And if you want to cut any parts, you can simply navigate to the part you want to cut. Let's say about right here, and you can click split right here, which is going to be this one. And you can delete a track by selecting it, and you can click delete. There you go, and that's taken care of. And you can also select this and right click and do an audio detach, so that you have more control over your audio, so it's separated from the video. And you can double click on the video to get into video settings, and you can rotate the video by clicking this, and you can also flip it horizontally by clicking this, and you can flip it vertically by clicking this. And you can also mess with the contrast by using this right here. You can mess with the saturation using this, and you can also mess with the brightness, the tint. So you can also use these 3D LUTs. So as you can see, we have a whole bunch: 007 series, we have a black and white film. You can use any of these if you want. Game of Thrones. And you can also enhance your video, so you can use the auto enhance, which is basically gonna fix it. And you can also increase the speed or decrease the speed. So if you go to the right, it's gonna increase your video, it's gonna make it really fast. And if you go to the left, it's gonna make it really slow. And also you can play a clip in reverse. So you can basically select this, and it's gonna play in reverse when I deselect that. And you can also go to advanced. And so once you go to advanced, that's where you're gonna have more options. So basically you're gonna have the color options. You're gonna have you can mess with the color. If you know what you're doing, you can do this. And also, if you have no idea how to use any of these, you can go to presets, and you'll be able to use presets that are already made for you. For example, you can add this preset right here. You can just double click on it, and you go back to adjust, and you'll be able to adjust that preset, so you get to see how it's made. So you can mess with this, and we can go to color, and you can see like they didn't change anything on that. You can go to light, and if you go to the top corner right here, you can see you also have a before and after, where you would be able to see the differences in your effects. So just click on this, and it's going to show you the different comparisons. And you can click on this one to show the original clip. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you're done, you can save your preset, or you can click OK. And you can also do the same thing on the audio. So you can just double click on it, and as you can see, you have the same options. So you can increase or decrease the speed, and you also have the volume. If your volume is too low, you can turn it up. And you also have the fade in and fade out. You can basically fade in and fade out your volume. And we also have the pitch effects. So this changes your voice. If you go down, it makes your voice deep. And if you go to the right, it makes it really squeaky. And we also have the equalizer. So basically you can choose any of these options here, or you can customize. If you know what you're doing, you can mess with this. Once you're done, you can just click OK. or you can go here and go to low bass, and you get to see how it's made, and you can customize it, all right, just like that. And if you had any background noise, you can just click on this, and you can select what type of noise you have. So it goes from weak to strong. If you have a lot, you go on strong. If you have just a little bit, you can go on weak or mid. So basically, I'm gonna go to strong and click OK. All right, the next thing I'm gonna be showing you guys how to take a screenshot. So basically, to take a screenshot in this, you just click on this camera right here. So you just click on it once, and it's gonna take a screenshot, and the screenshot is gonna be added to your library. As you can see, it's gonna be right here. It's gonna be named snapshot 4, and you can also use Filmora's music, which is gonna be right here. As you can see, they have all kinds of music here for Christmas, for Halloween. So this, I believe, you can only use it for personal use only, and so be careful how you use it. And let's go to text and credit. So basically, they have a whole bunch of text options. As you can see on the right, we have different categories, and onto the left, we have the different text in the category. So you can make your own custom text like I did here, or you can go to open these different packs. If you wanted to make an intro, you would use one of these opener text. So let's go to this one. So you can click add, and it's going to be on the timeline. Once it's on the timeline, you can increase, you can make it as long as you want, and you can double click on the text if you want to add it. Okay, so once you double click, it's going to take you here. So you can basically change the text by clicking inside. You can change it to anything you want. There you go. So this is basically how you want, and you can align it by clicking right outside the box and trying to align it. You can change the text from above here, and you have a whole bunch of text you can use for this. Let's go with bacon, and you can realign it, and you can also change the size. You can make it bold. You can change the alignments and the spacing and the height. All right, so if you go to the right here, it's gonna change the color. You change it to anything. So white is good, and you also have effects. So this is kind of like blurry. You have this, which is kind of like a 3D thing, and you also have the opacity, so you can increase or lower it. Just like that. And you also have the blur, so you can increase the blur, or you can decrease it. And then you can also add a border. So you can just click on this one to add a border, and then you can. Bam, there you go. You can make it black, any color you want. And you also have the option to add shadow. You can also make it any color you want. And as you can see, you can mess with the distance. As you can see, there is the distance. And you can mess with the blur, the opacity. Of course, you want to turn the opacity a little bit down. Or you can also go to presets right here, and you can choose the different types of text presets you want to use, or you can customize like I did. And also you can go on the animation. So this is going to be, you can add animation to the beginning of your text or to the end of your text, but this already has an animation. But if you wanted to override it, you can put a different animation. All right, guys, so once you're done, you can click OK. And so as you can see, there's a lot of different text options. So you have the credit, like at the end of a movie. This is the kind of thing you would see. And you have subtitles. If you wanted to add subtitles for your video, you can use this. So so there's a lot. So you have badges that you can use for intros, and you have Halloween, you have Christmas. And if you like any type of text, you can basically right click on it and add it to favorites. And basically the next time you want to use it, you can just go all the way to the bottom, and you can click on favorite, and you'll be able to find it. All right, so the next thing you're going to be doing is going to transitions. So bam, there you go. Now we're on transitions, but they don't have a lot of categories, but they do have a lot in each category. So let's go on to summer. So these are related to just like the summer, and I'm going to go to basic. So in basic, that's where you find dissolve, fade, flash, push, something like that. So if you wanted to add a transition about right here, would click on the clip and cut it, just to kind of like separate it. And let's say we're gonna add a fade. So we're gonna click on it and drag and drop it right here, and bam, there you go. So it's gonna fade whenever it gets to that part. So these are like, and we also have the fancy transitions. So these are kind of like the more advanced. So you can basically use these the same way I use this one. You can just click and drag it, and use it. So let's look at filters now. So basically the filters they have a lot of filters, and as you can see they also have different categories. So you have the folks film, you have the nightlife, you have black and white, you have sepia tone, and you also have this part, which is gonna be the distortion. So basically this is where you find your mirror effect, the raindrops, the fish eye, the blur, the water, the snow. Yeah, so you can also add materials on this, so you kind of like make it look like a drawing. And you also have Instagram like filters, which are really similar to the ones on Instagram. All right, so right now we can add this one for now. So you can just go to like the beginning of your clip, and you can click this add button right here, and bam, so it's gonna basically add to your timeline, and you can drag it to just match with your clip. And yeah, and you have that effect on your clip. All right, the next thing is gonna be overlays. All right, as you can see, they also have a lot of overlays here, and these are really cool. And as you can see, they also go into like film. They have like an old film effect, or let's say we wanted to use an old film effect. You just click on this plus sign, and it's gonna be right here. So basically, let's use one of the old film effects. So to use it, you just click and drag, and you're gonna put it. Let's put it right here. Bam, there you go. And we're just gonna match it with the whole clip. Also, this is basically what it looks like. So you can double click on it, and as you can see, you're always gonna have some settings you can customize. So you can turn down the alpha channel, you can turn it up, and click OK once you're done. So it's the same thing. If you like it, just right click and add your favorite. And the next thing is gonna be the elements. These are kind of like objects you can add onto your videos, and you can go to shapes, and you can add all kinds of shapes onto your videos. You can also add hand-drawn shapes. You can also use these badges too. And the next one is going to be like the tutorial. If you were making a tutorial, you would use these arrows right here, so you could just add them on the timeline, and bam, they will be on the timeline. So this is going to be my arrow. So you can make it small by clicking this, bam. And you can also rotate this by going right here, and you can move it. You move it to like different parts, just like that. And once you're done, you're done. All right, also another option they have is going to be the split screen option, which is going to be right here. So basically it's going to allow you to play 2 or more videos in one clip. So basically you can select the format you want. So this one is going to be for 2 videos, this one is going to be for 2, 3, this one is like for 4. It goes up to like 6. So basically you can just click on this by clicking the add button. As you can see, it's right inside this. I'm gonna put it right here at the end, and you have to have your 2 videos right here, so you can drop them. The first one you can drop it in this one, and the second one you can drop it in there, and bam, that's how you do it. So you're gonna have 2 videos playing, and you also have the option to add a border in between the 2 videos. So you can just take it off if you don't like it, or if you like it, you can turn it on, and you can change the color. So I'm gonna turn this off, and then click OK once you're done. That's how you would do a split screen. And also to change the skin of your and also to change the skin of Filmora, you can click on light skin, and it's gonna change my thing to a white theme, or you can go on dark skin, and it's gonna change it to a really dark skin, the one I was using before. And to check for updates, you can click on help, and then click on check for updates. If you wanted to add the face cam, you can just kind of like right click on the face cam video. So once you right click on it, you need to click apply to pip, which is gonna be right here, bam. All right, so once it's applied to pip, you're gonna see it on top of the original video. So what you need to do is that you can go to the corner, and you can drag it down to make it small, and then you can place your face cam anywhere you want. Or this could be an image, if you're doing like a top 10 video, you can use images by using this method. You can also access the settings for a video by clicking on the video and clicking these little 3 lines right here, and it's going to take you to the settings. And yeah, so it's basically the same thing as double clicking it. And to zoom into a video, you need to click this button right here, bam. Let's say we wanted to zoom on this part. So the first thing we'll do is we'll cut this part, and we'll drag this to about right here. So basically this middle part is going to be zoomed in. So we're just going to zoom in So you can click on this crop and zoom. Once you click on that, you can be able to zoom in. So the way you zoom in is you go to the edges and you drag in. So that's zooming in. Bam, just like that. And once you're zoomed in, so it's basically gonna zoom in and then zoom out. You can also pan and zoom. So basically, once pan and zoom is you zoom in and then you start panning, moving to the side or moving up, or like just moving like right around. And then you can just click OK once you're done. And basically that's what's gonna happen. You can also click on this to do a flash and hold, and you can click on this to use the power tool. So let's just click on this. So basically what the power tool does is that it allows you to do to use the tilt shift, just to like tilt and shift. And you can also apply mosaic, which is going to be like pixelating. So you can click add, and then it's going to give you this, and then you can just select the parts you want to pixelate. That's how you do it. So you put it maybe like so let's put it maybe like on the map, something like that. And you can mess with the percentage of how much is inside, how many pixels, and you can make it really small or make it really big. And you also have the face off. So if you wanted to blur someone's face out of a video, you can just click on any of these, and they will detect the face. They will replace the face with any of these images here. So that's how you do it. And then lastly, we have this palette right here. So this is going to be the advanced coloring, just like where you would add your presets for anything you like. So this is what I showed you earlier. So this is another way to access it. So we can just close this. And once you're done editing and everything you wanted to do, once you're done with that, you can go to export. All right, so the first thing you're gonna see on the left side is gonna be your output. So on the first one, you'll be able to customize, and this one is gonna be pre-made. So it's gonna be for your mobile devices such as iPhone, iPad, so you can render something that's specific to a certain phone. And you also have YouTube. So for YouTube, you can render this and it's gonna upload it to YouTube. And you also have Facebook, and all these options. And lastly, you have the option to put it on a disk. So I recommend going with the first one, where you'll be able to customize it. So as you can see here, you have the format. So first off is a WMV, you have MP4, AVI, FLV, all these. You can choose anything you want. So basically I'll go with MP4 or AVI. And here you have the name. So you just give it a name. You can name it anything you like. And as you can see right here, we have the save to. So this is where you will save your video. So you can just like click on this, bam, and then you can change the save location if you want to. You have the resolution. So just click on settings just to customize this. So first off, we're gonna the encoder. Make sure it's on H.264, or you can change it to anything if you want. But I recommend H.264. And we have the frame rate. So basically this would be on 30 FPS, or you can put it on 60 FPS if you want a 60 FPS. And the resolution, so this is gonna be the 1920 by 1080 is gonna be 1080p on YouTube. But if you go to this one, this is gonna be like 4K. Yeah, so that's the resolution. And the bit rate, you can leave it at 1000, or you can make it anything you like. And for audio, you can just leave all the settings like this. And you can go on the quality, and basically you can choose any type of quality. So if you put on best, it's going to be a larger file size. And if you go on better, it's going to be okay. And if you go on good, it's going to be like a lower file size. Click OK, and that's done. And as you can see, it tells you the size of your video. So once it's done, you can go export, bam, and it's going to be exporting your video. So you have the option to get a sound reminder, which is going to remind you once it's done, or you can shut down your computer or do nothing. So I usually put it on sound reminder. Alright guys, so this is all you need to know about Filmora. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you out, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also make sure to hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. And I'm out. Peace.